Guys, today's episode is going to piss you off. Fair warning, trigger warning. You're going to see a woman who was caught cheating on her boyfriend, confronted by him, and we're going to play a little game together. We're going to watch this video. It's very quick, goes by fast, but we're going to play a little game. We're going to play a game of count the red flags and manipulation tactics. So that you or the men in your life who don't yet subscribe to the channel are going to be able to prepare yourselves for and defend yourselves against. Without further ado, roll the clip.
Because I feel like I'm gonna be abandoned right now, and like you're just like everyone else. You're trying to fucking leave me, and I just don't know.
Well, you made a decision
you're
and you got caught.
me. Decision to do what? Like
You linked somebody and you got caught.
but it wasn't even that
You went behind my
serious.
back
It
and
wasn't
you
that
went to
serious. Stop.
He was an Uber. You play basketball.
Yes, but it wasn't that serious. Like
Y'all like
stop.
actually.
Yeah, but it was just a one-time thing, and we used protection. It wasn't even for that long, so I don't even know why you're bugging. Like, it was not even for that long. Like, can you please come back with me, please?
Get off of me.
Please come
Don't touch
back. Like, stop. Just please. Like, you're overreacting.
I'm not overreacting.
I only did it because you didn't answer your fucking phone. Like, you never answer your phone, and you're never
Bro,
there for me.
you know what I'm
You're
doing.
never
I'm always
there
at the
for
gym.
me. What gym? What gym are you at?
You know what
like,
gym
what
I'm at.
gym opens that late? You're a fucking liar. Like, you don't even care about me at all.
How long was this going on for?
Like, for a month, but it wasn't even that serious.
Did you rebound from?
Yeah, but, yeah, why are you asking me that? But have a good time. Like, where are you going? Do not leave me.
Most often, people who are giving a terminal diagnosis from their doctor go through what they call the 5 stages of grief. This is denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and eventually acceptance. But we're not talking about the terminally ill today. Today, we're talking about the 10 stages of thoughtness and what happens to a woman who realizes she's at the end of her rope and that the man she did wrong has a pair between his legs.
You're dead ass.
Because I feel like I'm gonna be abandoned right now, and like you're just like everyone else. You're trying to fucking leave me, and I just don't know.
Well, you made a decision
You're
and you got
leaving
caught.
me.
Red flag number 1, blaming her past trauma. Listen, it is not my fault your father wasn't around. It's not my fault he didn't give you enough hugs as a kid. It's not my fault you and your mom argue a lot. It's not my fault whatever the dudes who came before me did to you. You don't get permission to treat me poorly today for what they did during yesteryear. No, you did what you did. You need to own that. Don't blame your abandonment issues I had nothing to do with on your behavior today.
It wasn't even that
You went behind my
serious.
back
It
and
wasn't
you
that
went to
serious. Stop. Stop.
He was an Uber. You play basketball.
Yes, but it wasn't that serious. Like,
Y'all like
stop.
actually.
Yeah, but it was just a one-time thing, and we used protection. It wasn't even for that long, so I don't even know why you're bugging. Like, it was not even for that long.
Red flag number 2, downplaying her betrayal. Yes, I slept with another guy that's not you while in a committed relationship with you. Yes, that is a complete violation of our relationship agreement, and it's a complete smack to the face for someone who's never mistreated me. But I made him wear a condom, so it's okay. And I don't know why you bugging. Real clown world shit. Guys, never let anyone who mistreats you this badly make you think you're out of line for putting them on notice.
Well, you made a decision
You're
and you
leaving
got caught.
me. Decision to do what? Like,
You linked somebody and you got caught.
Red flag number 3. Now she's gaslighting him. How dare you say I made a decision that was 100% my doing, that I entertained this guy's advances, allowed him to smash, and let it happen for a month after first telling you it was a one-time thing? How dare you say I was fully in charge of that situation because women do the choosing? You must be crazy to think that I'm going to be held responsible for that decision making, because it can't be my fault. It must be your fault. Ridiculous.
serious. It wasn't that serious. Stop.
How long was this going on for?
Like, for a month, but it wasn't even that serious.
Red flag number 4. Now she's avoiding accountability. Let me make this as clear as I can to you guys. You don't get to tell me what's a big deal when you stab me in the back. You don't get to tell me how I receive what you've done to me. You don't get to tell me it's not a big deal when I'm looking at the end of my interaction with you for the rest of my life because of what you've done, unprovoked and unjustified. No, you don't get to do that. I'm glad he did not let that happen here. Good for him for keeping his feet firmly planted on the ground and standing 10 toes down on his principles.
Like, Like, can you please come back with me? Please,
Get off of me.
please come
Don't touch
back. Like, stop. Just please.
Red flag number 5. Touch or touching. Gentlemen, you have to be aware of this. Women are very calculated in their actions. And they know from the time they're little girls that there's something about a woman's touch to a man, making physical contact with us. And most men fold because there's something in our brains that just wants to give way to the softness of a woman's touch because they're different than us. Their hands aren't calloused from working with bricks and other hard labor of the agrarian and ancient world. Fast forward to today, and they still have more lotions and creams than we do in that regard. A woman's touch, gentlemen, is very disarming, which is a beautiful thing when done with benevolent intentions. But this right here is entirely manipulation tactic. She's touching him. She's realizing that everything she's thrown him so far has hit a brick wall, and she needs this guy to fold. But he's holding firm. Shout out to our brother, man. He is doing everything right thus far. Salute to him.
You're overreacting.
I'm not overreacting.
And here's a value pack of red flags. Number 6, she's playing the victim. And number 7, she's shedding those glorious, wonderful crocodile tears. Gentlemen, when a woman is caught this far in the wrong, she's going to do anything and everything she can, if she's not a woman of integrity, to weasel out of it, to make herself the victim here because she doesn't like the way it feels when she's caught this far out there. The reason why garbage women like this hate accountability so much, gentlemen, is because you have to feel a very specific way to come to the place of humility, to humble yourself and apologize for what you've done when you purposefully hurt somebody. She didn't trip and fall and land on that other dude's dick. She cultivated, she answered the DMs, maybe she knows the guy personally, and she entertained the flirting. She entertained it all the way up to the point where intercourse took place, guys. This was no accident. She'd get in the car, take a wrong way up a one-way, and crash into someone head on because she didn't realize where she was in the city. She didn't realize where she was because she's from out of town. That's not what happened here. She meant to do this, and she enjoyed every minute of it up until the point where she got caught and is now suffering the consequences. And she's fake crying because, again, just like touch, men have a trigger in our heads that makes us weak for female tears. Trust not a woman when she weeps, for it is her nature to weep when she wants her will. Socrates, over 3,000 years ago. You have to train yourself to be as immune to female tears as you possibly can, guys, because I'm telling you right now, with exceptions so few, they may as well be a statistical anomaly. If you ever see a woman crying and she's not visibly injured, like bleeding profusely, if she isn't standing in the middle of wreckage like there's a natural disaster that just happened, or a bomb just went off, chances are she's crying specifically as a sympathy play. Unless she's at a funeral. We'll give her that one too. Do not be led astray, gentlemen. Don't fall for it.
I only did it because you didn't answer your fucking phone. Like, you never answer your phone and you're never there for me.
You know what I'm doing.
Never there for me. What gym? What gym are you at?
You know
like, what gym opens that? Like, you're a fucking liar. Like, you don't even care about me at all.
Ah, yes. To anyone who's ever had a girlfriend, fiance, wife, or ex-wife, you knew we'd get here. Red flag number 8, declaring war. Going on the attack, if you will. Because the only thing left to do after you've cried and you've blamed and you've gaslit and nothing's worked is to do the Hail Mary. And that's is to shift the entire focus of the conversation 180 degrees out of phase to make what you did the other person you did it to's fault. Now, this is, of course, as sinister as it gets. It's very disingenuous, but it's the last refuge of the garbage woman. This is what happens, guys, when you have no foot to stand on. This is what happens when everything you've tried has failed right before your very eyes, and oh my God, I'm going to lose this person. I've got one move left, and that's shifting it around so they feel bad, so that it opens them up to be, and make no mistake, guys, make no mistake. She rehearsed this in her head. It's not going according to plan. The plan was to get this guy to forgive her for what she's done to him. Make him consider reconciliation. Because there would be another time this happens again. Guaranteed. As the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, she planned to cheat on him again with the same guy or a different guy. Except this time, she'd be ovulating. No rubber this time. and that she would get pregnant by the new guy and bring that bastard home to this guy. Bring him home to him. Her perception of this guy was that he was so weak, he would tolerate her bringing home Chad's trophy for him to raise. She thought she was going to get a chance to get away with it. She thought she could get out here and navigate an opportunity for her to go out here and get her thrills, get her offspring, and get this guy's money, time, and attention. But he's not going for it. You aren't supposed to be this strong. My perception of you is one that you're the kind of guy that would let me get away with this. How are you not who I imagined you are? Why aren't you fitting comfortably in the box I've put you in? You're not playing along with the pre-written script in my head. You're the bad guy here. That's what's happening, guys. This is what happens when the chick who has done you wrong recasts you in the movie inside her head as the bad guy. Shout out to our brother, man. He is handling this very, very well.
How long was this going on for?
Like for a month, but it wasn't even that serious.
Did you meet up for?
Yeah, but why are you asking me that? I'm having a good time. Like, where are you going? Do not leave me.
Which leaves us with red flags number 9 and 10, begging and pleading, as well as tone policing. Begging because she realized whatever proof he had of her indiscretions was entirely irrefutable. He had proof and she knew where that proof came from. She didn't bother trying to deny it. And the tone policing came throughout this entire interaction of her trying to, please stop. You're making me feel bad for being a shitty person. And an even worse girlfriend. Stop saying things I can't refute because you're making me feel bad. No, we're going to say the truth at all times and name and shame people just like you. And he did the best thing he could. He got up and walked away. That's the only weapon left to us here in the West, guys. We can't do what we'd like to do, but you can remove your meat, your money, your energy, your attention, and your time, shout out to Coach Greg Adams, from a woman who has proven she's unworthy of them. This chick really tried it, fellas. Women love to change the subject in order to win the argument. Shout out to our brother for not falling for it, though. Shout out to him for remaining calm during all this, despite what he probably wanted to do. Stoic even, you could say he was. And even while she was playing the victim, he did the smart move of turning on his phone and recording the entire interaction so she can't go back and reframe what happened and change the narrative. Gentlemen, always control the narrative when you're dealing with a woman who has done you wrong. Never give her a chance to tell the whole world her side of the story, because women are allergic to telling the part of the story that makes them look bad, both in court and in the court of public opinion. You must record your receipts. So when somebody calls you that's think they have her side, all you need to do is press play and press send. And tell them to watch the video and then call you back. Chances are you won't get that call back, guys. Be strong out here, fellas. Be mindful, be vigilant, and be aware of these weapons that women can't wait to employ against you, especially when their back's up against the wall. Gentlemen, I wish you nothing but the best. And I hope nothing but success for you in your relationships, for those of you guys who actually want one. Be careful out here, guys. These chicks aren't playing games. They're playing for keeps. That's all I got for today, fellas. That's my time. Like the video, comment down below. Share with a friend and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Never let your brother suffer in silence when the truth can set him free. Networkers, we working. Until next time.